Hey guys, welcome back to Apollo Justice. Let's finish this. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitake family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakes had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart and save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle a score. I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's all over. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. So you did go steal that chart. Were you listening? I said I asked him for it. The victim was the man in good health. I don't see how she could have concerned him. True, it would have been impossible without a pistol. But what if she did have a pistol? I'll admit, I wanted the chart. That much is true. My reason was simple. I had no intention of letting that chart fall into the Kitake hands. I certainly would have put a damper on your wedding plans, I'd say. Not only that, if the Kitakes had gotten the chart, I'd probably be with Dr. Maractus now, pulling that great noodle stand in the sky. It seems that our witness was in a fix as well. Who would want to die pulling a noodle stand? When I die, it will be by disappearing mysteriously in the middle of a magic act. Oh God, girl. Could we be a little less morbid, please? So you see, I needed that chart. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. He didn't understand? Yeah. Okay, let's see. He wouldn't listen a word I was saying. The moment he saw me, he started to tremble. Huh, I thought, what a sad excuse for a man. Please don't smile like that anymore. It's creepy. He's particularly delusional. For some reason, he thought the Kitakes had sent me. They sent you? He thought the Kitakes had sent me to get the chart. It makes more sense. You are their son's fiance. Don't make me laugh. The Kitakes send me? They don't play like that way. They know about that chart. They would have gone in there with guns blazing. But I couldn't convince the trembling doctor otherwise. So I gave up and went home, and all I did was talk to him. Wait, so I was doing it right. Perceive. Gotcha, Miss Talia. I heard you just fine the first time. I wasn't aware he was playing paintball. She's one cool cucumber. The Alita. Maybe I spotted the wrong spot. But my bracelet reacted, and there must be something in this testimony. I'll find that weak spot. Wait. And if that was really all that happened, what were all those noodle bowls doing there? How should I know? There wasn't any bowls when I went, I know that much. Why don't you let me be and go look for your killer someplace else? Do I detect uncertainty there? This is my last chance. Apollo, any word from your bracelet? Yeah, actually, I follow a response. I could see a thing. It's up to you, Apollo. Time to receive the truth, and here comes justice. 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I got it wrong. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Gotcha!
All I did was talk and lie. What? Show me proof. I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence, and all they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Talia. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? This is working better than I hoped. Her unconscious actions tell her the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habit. It's an unconscious reaction that manifests when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Talia. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. And I got proof to show what exactly happened. What's that? You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on this cord. Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a possible explanation for the lamp state. Well, spit it out. This is talking in circles. Nonsense. It's killing me. Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Talia. Please remove your scarf. No! This trial is determined of what happened in the park. Yet it seems to have drifted off target. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do that. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me around. Miss Talia, I'm afraid you have forgotten what you have already proven. What? You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf. No! I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Talia? Ooh. Your neck! Isn't that what I think it is? Something did happen in that night of the Maractus Clinic. You need to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your own fiance's pistol to do it. But wait! Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like a very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was the witness specifically. You tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. And that's what happened at the night of the Maractus Clinic. Ugh. No. Girl, your birds are flying. Your petals. Order! 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 Will someone please tell me what really happened? I told you the truth. I went to the clinic that night and warned Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Look, it looks like my clinic is seeing his last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe and give it to me. So you can save your own skin? What? I know you're the one up to. What you're up to. I know what's with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company, you know. And what happened next? He jumped me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took the cord. Maractus was seriously deadly serious. He tried strangling me. I must have blacked out. So you were the victim? And this red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. I don't want to remember that. That's why I didn't bring it up. Are you happy? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim ice, then snuck into the noodle stand? How could I? Well, one thing's for clear. Oh, now we know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And then it would seem our victim was not really entirely to blame himself. I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I told you everything I can. Can I go home now? You bear some responsibility for your events that day is true. If you were also a victim, this court could owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe it's clear up to the main questions for Miss Talia. When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her? I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Talia? Very well, the finish is the cross-examination of this. Rock and roll, boy. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? Those spikes on your head, they're softer than they look. Oh boy, you looking? Oh, Or do we not have a stomach to go all the way? Prosecutor Gavin? Paul Maractus choked Alida Talia. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right, there's more. We don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her in the noodle stand? Alida Talia, half dead, Dr. Maractus pulling that stand, and the bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? We all might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Miss Alida Talia, as you can see, we are not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me, Fraulein. I just want to know the truth. Then, well, let's go back to over what we learned till now. One day, the murder Wocky was his checkup report. Was on his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took the pistol from his family's stash, which intended to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Talia heard about this from Wocky. So she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then something happened. Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? That does seem to be a problem. He just had strangled Alida Talia. Perhaps he thought to death. He thought to death. What did he do after his crime? I was knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic in the scene of the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Airforehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what do you think Dr. Maractus did? Maybe he think he killed Alida Talia. Do you have evidence that shows what he did next? Wait, give me a minute. As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldoon's noodle stand. What, killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't so random. Remember, all the bowls in this clinic foyer. Bowls belong to that stand. I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was the clinic, however. The question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy? Or he wanted to put something in it, in the stand, in their place. Ugh! Wait, you don't mean... I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Talia. My corpse? Did Dr. Maractus panic? He thought he killed you. His next move would have been to dispose of the body. That's crazy! You're all crazy! Then let's think about it logically. The doctor had placed to dispose of you in mind. But on the way there, who should he run into? The defendant, Wocky Kataki. I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction and begin with? That's right, he had no reason to go there. Oh, and now I get it. This was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal that stand. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What? Apparently the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus is heading with this stand. Here, please show us on the diagram. To where exactly was the victim dragging the stand? There? That's a river! Yes, Your Honor, I sincerely need to explain why. A perfect place to dispose a body. He was going to throw me in the river? He didn't have any options. Other options, Fraulein. I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim was pulling the stand all over the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Talia. Ugh. And then the demount? Wesley Stickler panty-snatching frame walks up. Seeing the two men, he shout in an instant. So I shot him? You were the only one who could have stolen Wocky's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Talia? Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean you've done a fine job dreaming up a story to get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo backed up everything he had to say with facts. And if you're the one who's so sure of making it all up, us with another reason, why didn't Dr. Marcus pull that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows wherefore I speak. I I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out forehead 6 errors? Ugh, maybe he really is something. I believe the red line speaks of the doctor car. His car? That's right, the Maractus Clinic had a big garage. In which sat a green spot in the car, was it? Why would he steal a stand in the first place? He had wanted to carry the body, he would have used the car. So why find the victim without a probability? Because he's to steal the stand. And the defense without a case. I have an idea. You know that green car. I bet it wouldn't run if it was broken. Ah, what an excellent encounter argument, Fräulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Eh. And don't tell me you've forgotten what's happened to your daddy. Daddy? That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was in the green sports car. Oh yes, I nearly forgot about that. Of course you did. Afterwards, he drove back into the garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why did he use his beloved sports car? A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. No. No! My lapels. Order, order, order. Well, Mr. Justice, why did Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body? Is that the groan of surrender I hear? Some advice. Now would be a good time to review you know. Everything you learned over the 2 days. Everything I learned? Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is your truly last chance. The defense will explain what happened on that night. Let's see, I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus didn't use his car. Now you're making less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Talia. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us why the car wouldn't run that night. Trucy, I need these, girl. Girl? Let's see now, panties. Again? All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth. Another crime was committed that night of murder. Before the murder, I think. And the theft of the panties, the last in the string of the similar thieves actual. But that night, the snatcher was caught in his act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Maractus garage. What? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in the court remembers where he hid them? Oh, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. So were we here to investigate? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad. It looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clogs, exhaust, they just won't run. My, how interesting. While Miss Talia and the doctor were struggling, and the panty snatcher snuck into the garage from the time he was found these. The car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand, and if it was the next closest thing he could have think of. Well, Miss Talia, this wraps up the doubts about nice, quick, and nice, I think. So it does. Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat burning. What's your problem? You, Doc, I know what you did. Wocky? You lied to me, so you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked. But that's not how we think. It's not just me. No. He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Funny, this wasn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from the stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much as from Wesley Stickler. He went to use the public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left the slipper prints. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking the slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in the print out, though. That was your mistake? No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Eh? I believed in you and your everything agency. If ever anyone would get Wocky declared guilty, it would be you. I believe we've reached a conclusion to the sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Talia doing? She confessed. It's everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He figured out what she was the killer for a while ago. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Even if we learned over the last 2 days. He lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter, Airflowhead? Looks like it's time to announce the verdict. Court is now adjourned. Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did, somehow. Wocky's off the hook. Free to become a gangster he always wanted to be. And he's... Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita Holmes. Or blame, I guess. You give my Alita back. Stupid pointy head attorney, what's your death wish? Enough, Wocky. Ah, Mr. Katake. It's been high time you opened your eyes, Wocky. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Given the up the life trying to become some kind of businessman. Don't talk about that, what you don't understand, Wocky. I'm afraid the guard is gonna throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Katake needs to make much money. Maybe we should tell them, Wocky. Oh, Wocky, Apollo has something to tell you. I do? Way to put me on the spot. What's that? Show him the reason, Apollo. Why is Mr. Katake trying to become a businessman? Think about it, Wocky. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean you aren't really, are you? I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who could take the bullet out of you, Wocky. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It's when the gangster's life that did this to you, Wocky. I want him to help you. I want to help you. I want to do it clean. Please understand, Wocky. Dad? Man, I see how it is, old man. Anyway, you looking out for... Oh, Wocky. Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out, and then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. My Wocky. No, it should be as it should be. Mr. Kataki. I like it more with the puppy dog eye, without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who, me? I don't think. Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest Kentucky lime pies. He's opening a pie shop? So long. And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the right at anything agency. Hey, Silence, when do I work at your agency? You make a good team. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Ugh, why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need to be answered. Like this power of mine that showed me. And this bracelet. If anyone can help me out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? I would like to claim our reward from Mr. Aldoon. Ah, salty noodles, right. He got his stand back already. Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With the special appearance of Mr. Amazing Hat. Oh, the special, alright? Please, anything but him. Alright! That was chapter 2. Next one, guys. Be on the lookout. Turnabout Serenade. See you guys then.